So yeah, briefly tell us about yourself.
Okay, my name is Tom Locke. I'm 23, and 2 years ago I founded the Awfully Posh Snack Company.
What are you currently working on?
Well, at the moment we've got two flavours of pork scratchings, but what we call pork crackling, and we're also working on releasing some biltong, which is a beef-based meat snack, and some nut snacks.
How did your ideas come about?
My ideas came about when I was sitting in a pub one day, and I ordered a packet of pork scratchings, and I wasn't completely satisfied with the scratchings that I was served, and I thought I could do a better job. So the next day I decided to do it, and went from there, really.
Tell us about the process from the conception of the idea to the full realisation of the product. How does it work for you?
Well, obviously, I mean, I don't know that there was a set process for me. It was more an evolution of an idea. Started with the idea, worked out what I needed to do to get the idea, to make the idea become reality, and went about those steps. The main things were approaching manufacturers to get the product made, packaging design, and then obviously approaching retailers to get them to stock the products.
What difficulties did you have to overcome, and how did you do so?
Well, obviously one of the key difficulties is financing these businesses. You need money for product development, packaging, and just general expenses, really. So that's probably the biggest difficulty. And that was through a combination of savings, bank finance, and angel investment.
Is there anything that you would do differently?
I don't know that there's anything specific that I'd do differently, but certainly having gone through the process, I think it'd be a lot easier second time round, just because you kind of generally know what pitfalls to avoid and what to do. But there's nothing really specific. I wouldn't say I did anything majorly wrong, but there are just things that could have been refined a bit better along the way.
What advice would you now give yourself at the start of the process?
Well, I think the key bit of advice would be that it's not going to be anywhere near as easy as you think it's going to be, and it's going to be a lot harder work, a lot more stressful, and need a lot more money than you could ever imagine.
With similar products out there, how did you protect the USPs of your product before it went to market?
Well, I think with our product, the USP really is not really protectable, really. I mean, because it's just a slight twist on what was already out there, just making it slightly better. And I don't know of any ways to protect that. But I think, our protection comes from, the strength of our brand, which is trademarked, and our brand loyalty.
What mistakes have you learned from?
Okay, I guess the mistakes that I've learned from, the key mistake that I've learned from is that sometimes you need to say no to new business. In the early stages of business, it's very easy to say yes when people approach you and they want you to stock their products or work for them. And sometimes it's not always the right thing to do, and sometimes you need to say no to people, even though it may not seem like an obvious thing to do, because in the longer term it will pay off.
Great advice. What has been your biggest success?
I'd say the biggest success to date was securing a listing in Waitrose, 200 stores for our products.
What's your next step?
Well, the next step is to launch new snack products under the same brand, our Awfully Posh brand, and then, continue to build our product range and build our customer base, and eventually look to sell the brand.
Last question. What is your inspiration to keep going?
Money.